I need help identifying this possible Tibetan drum. I found it in an antique store in Krakow, Poland. Around 9 inches long, 6.5 inches wide, 2.5 inches deep, and weighs maybe 0.5 kilograms. It has leather hand or belt holds and leather decorative fringes. It has no writing of any kind found, and the store owner spoke no English, so we were translating through apps. She mentioned it should be safe for air travel, but I am uncertain, as it could be made with animal products. I asked her for more info, and all she had was that it could be carried around a belt. The leather flaps have metal eyelets for tying. The leather flaps are positioned to allow a hand to hold, almost like a baseball glove. I'm looking for any info someone may have, as I'd like to bring this on an airplane. Thanks. It's an antique French tennis glove, designed for jeu de paume, the medieval French ancestor to modern tennis. You need a glove primarily to protect your bare hand from the severe impact of striking a heavy, fast-moving ball. Originally, jeu de paume, meaning game of the palm, was played with bare hands against hard, heavy balls made of tightly wound string or wool wrapped in leather. Hitting or returning a hard ball bare-handed repeatedly can bruise, blister, or even injure your skin. The glove acts as a shock-absorbing shield. The items consist of pear-shaped pieces of vellum or calfskin parchment, bordered with leather and reinforced with nails. What is this strange rustic box found on the side of the road for free in rural Vermont? I have a very slight idea of what kind of object this is, but I'm certainly not an expert and have never seen one in person before. I'm fairly certain the metal on it is hammered copper, and it seems to be very old and handmade perhaps. Other than that, I don't really know much about it and would love to find out more. Does anyone have any information? This is an antique firewood box from the 19th century. This site sold it for $729. And it's not copper, it's brass. You can tell the difference by the patina. Copper ages differently. You would keep kindling in it by the fireplace to help jumpstart your morning fire. What is this thing I found while cleaning out my grandparents' house after they passed? It's not a bell, nothing moves inside, and the handle is firmly attached. It was in a box with a note on it written India, but they never went to India though. The stick is welded to the inside of the bowl. Does anyone know what this thing actually is? It's an antique Afghan earring, missing twisted wires and some balls. And many documented examples date back to the late 19th or early 20th century. These earrings are a remarkable piece of artisanal craftsmanship belonging to the Nuristani tribal people who inhabit the Nuristan, Lagman, and Kunar regions bordering Pakistan. Maybe they lost the other one, so they put it in the box. What is this weighty pink metal object shaped like a trowel with a hollow metal handle? I found mudlarking in England. I searched up metal irons since I thought maybe could be a steam iron, but I can't find a design that matches. No logos or lettering on the object. Let me know if you have any ideas. I have 2 of these in the garage. It's a 1960s to 70s car washing brush. The bristles probably rotted away. Here they are, made by Lister Equipment in Manchester. You can attach a hose to, and the water comes out from between the bristles. One of mine has a built-in soap reservoir in the handle too. Other than natural hair, I've no idea what the bristles came from. They're incredibly soft, so I assume they aren't pig bristles. What is this glass doohickey that's in my Swedish Airbnb? It's next to the fireplace, so I imagine that it's something to do with that. It's entirely hollow, very light, with an opening near the birch handle, and there's no legible writing or engravings on it. I've googled multiple keywords, but I can only find glass-based fire pits, which this clearly isn't. I also looked for aroma diffusers, and I can't find anything that looks like this either. Can anyone give me information as to its use? It's a vintage glassblower's grill, a traditional Scandinavian cooking tool from the mid to late 20th century, designed for heating or grilling food over an open flame. They would place raw meat or sausages inside and hold it directly over an open factory furnace or a campfire to grill their meals. This belonged to my great-grandmother, and we can't work out what this does at all. It's the size of a thumb, made of brass, and the tip and reservoir have a sort of waxy smell. We think it might be an old lipstick container, or a lighter, or maybe an earwax removal tool. We'd all love to know what it is. Thanks for any assistance. It's a vintage bullet-shaped perfume dabber, often dating from the 1920s to the 1950s, and was designed for discreet, on-the-go application of fragrance. The top features a screw-on cap that reveals a small applicator tip used to apply perfume precisely to pulse points. What is this tool? Around 7.5 inches in length, it's some sort of cutting tool. It's made of metal, fairly heavy, and nothing on it moves. It has a small blade, a little hook, and a rectangular hole on the other side. The point part is not very sharp, and the blade could be sharpened. Does anyone know? Thanks in advance. It's an antique can opener from the 19th century. It was patented on August 19, 1890 by Elgin Edgar Wood of Toronto, Canada. What is this mystery tool posted on an online group that nobody seems to know what it is? Approximately 5 inches long and no marking or stamps that I can see. I tried Google image search, but I've never seen anything similar. Others in the comments Googled it, and the results they got are some kind of cutting tool, something to manipulate wire. Another comment say it's a wire fence tightener or something to make buttonholes. Does anyone have a clue what this could be? It's an antique miter clamp, designed for holding 45-degree mitered corners together for gluing or nailing, such as when making wooden picture frames. It works pretty much like a lever-actuated pinch dog. What is this old metal buckle or latch found on a farm in central Texas? It's about 4.5 inches long, and it was found on the ground with many other metal and glass bits and bobs. It has a small hole at one end, and is shaped like a spoon or shovel with a round hole in the head. I did a Google image search and didn't turn anything up. I was thinking it's a piece of farm equipment. Can anyone help me with identifying this, please? Please tell us down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.